Today's session will involve our guest psychologist Shyamolima Datta. Today's session will explain understanding workplace stress and how to manage that.
So, hi, hello, all of you. Thank you so much for introducing me to all of you. So, basically, first, before jumping to what is workplace stress, I would first like to introduce a bit, tell you all a bit about what is stress in general. All right. So, I'll go with the PPT. Yeah. So, stress, as you can see in the PPT as well, it is known as a natural reaction that humans have when they are exposed to change. Okay, so resulting in physical and emotional responses. So that is basically stress. So stress can be positive and negative both. All right, and the stress model, one of the stress model, which was given by Dr. Hans Seal. So he gave this model in which there are three stages of stress. Okay, so one is the normal resistance, in which where you are in the state of alarm, and then ultimately you resist the stressful response, and then it leads to exhaustion. So if you're not able to handle the normal responses, it will go to the stage of resistance, and then it will go to the exhaustion stage. All right. So, having explained the stress and what is the definition of stress, I am going to move on to what is workplace stress. All right. So, the employees they get an emotional reaction to stressors, okay, and which they experience at the workplace, and it becomes very difficult to deal with all the stressors which are currently present in the environment. So the emotional reactions can be really very intense, and they are not able to deal with the reactions in a positive way, and it can then affect them negatively. So that is what is known as workplace stress. So yeah, that is the major thing which I want to discuss about the definition of workplace stress. Yeah.
So let me see if I understand you correctly. So work stress is a phenomenon that affects individual psychological and physical health, as well
Yes.
as organizations' effectiveness in an adverse manner. So
Exactly.
thank you for clarifying this concept. Work-related stress is a growing problem around the world that affects not only the health and well-being of employees, but also the productivity of the organizations. Can you tell us some of the signs of workplace stress?
Yeah, so basically the signs of workplace stress. Okay, so let me jump to the signs first. So there could be a lot of signs that are there in the workplace stress. One is that you can feel a lot of fatigue. Okay, then lot of anxiety. Just let me jump there. Yeah, so there are a lot. There, see, the effects are there. That is anxiety, irritability, anger, fatigue, depression, and low self-esteem. These can be the effects, but the signs are also somewhat similar. Like you might feel very confused about your life. You might feel really negative about the entire workplace scenario which you are in. You might feel irritable, and you might have feelings of hopeless and helpless about the scenarios which you are experiencing at the workplace, right? And it can have physical implications also. You can experience a lot of heart palpitations are there, right? The physical effects that I'm talking about, right? So you can experience heart palpitations, you can experience some high BP or low BP, right? Blood pressure. And there could be extreme symptoms like you can develop thyroid. Thyroid is also a direct effect of stress. So these are the symptoms which you can experience when you are experiencing high level of stress. So it could be at the workplace also, or it could be in general, but since we are specifically talking about workplace, so I'm talking about the workplace stress only at this point of time. Yeah. So that are the major symptoms which I wanted to discuss. Yeah. Yeah, so first is the performance pressure. Okay, so sometimes what happens is, as we see that through employees, we feel stressed when there's a lot of pressure every day from the organization. Some people find it hard to meet deadlines, right? they cannot meet deadlines on time, and that gives them a lot of stress. Every day they have to have a certain amount of productivity, right? And if it is not met, then they themselves feel low, and also sometimes they might feel the pressure of getting, punished by the higher organization, or being the ridiculing effect that they might get from their team members. That is one of the source of stress which can really make them feel go experience stressful situations. Then job stability. One thing is that in the current era, as we all know that the job stability is really low. So we don't know when we are going to lose our job, and they have to take care of the family also back home. So that thing comes, that can play in the mind the entire day, or even then can cause insomnia, and they can have problems with sleep, etc., right? So that is one of there are two. Then of course, striking a balance between home and work responsibility is another thing. So when there is a lack of balance between home and work, so that also causes a lot of stress. If the employee already has a negative work environment, right, the home environment, and the work environment is also not very conducive for them, so it makes them unable to maintain a balance between home and work. So that can lead to stress. And dealing with managers and bosses and co-workers. Now sometimes we get in touch with really difficult managers. Maybe they scold you too much, they don't understand your problems, and co-workers who might belittle you, who might get jealous of you. So these things, all of these things contribute to workplace stress, and these are the very important common sources that are there. So these were the major things which contribute. There are many other, lesser prominent ones, but what I could tell you is, right, because these four are the major ones that contribute to workplace stress. Yeah.
So, the next video will be on how to overcome workplace stress, which we will be uploading very soon. Also, this is the visiting card in case you need for consultation. I hope you're liking our videos and the content we are posting. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, because we are going to be coming with a lot of more content related to psychology and mental health, and we are going to be posting every week. So stay tuned.